Morning, this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World, the Off-Grid Project, and the Tiny House Construction. That's a mouthful, huh? Anyway, it's a perfect day today for working, and it's only going to be morning for another 5 minutes. I have been working all morning on videos, finally catching up as I promised. I'm uploading 2 videos a day right now, and trying to catch up because it'll help a lot if I can have people helping me, suggesting and advising live as we go, like it used to be. Coming in here, opening up the windows, getting some airflow. It is holding the cold of the night. Oh, and it smells so nice in here. I love it. So John's coming over soon. I gotta run into town. Gotta message that there's a package waiting for me, and we'll be finishing up this wall. I thought I'd have it done before he gets back, or well, I might still. I want to get the insulation up in here, just finish this section here before John arrives, so I gotta hurry up and run into town and get back. He usually gets here around 1:30 or 2, so we'll be doing that. And did some house cleaning the other day, trying to clean up some of this stuff. A lot going on. Now today, oh look at that. Look at the brightness. You see how bright it is? It's usually pitch black up in there. Look at that. You can see things in there. Anyway, today we're going to finish. I'm going to have John work on, it's his choice. He'll either do the paneling on this wall, but he didn't look too excited about that because it's fine work. Of course, it's a lot of cutting. And that, or he can work on the kitchen wall for me, which I don't know if he wants to do that either, because that means recycling OSB and pulling staples out of it. But those are 2 of the projects I hope to finish today. If I get this wall done in, then I can start building the kitchen cabinets, or the kitchen countertop, because my RV has no counter space, and it is so incredibly frustrating. Part of the reason I haven't been eating properly is I have no place to work in that RV. I have a 1-inch or 1-foot triangular countertop. If you can imagine how tiny that is, it's quite annoying. I have room for my coffee cup and my filter and my water kettle, and when I'm making my coffee, for example, and that's tight. So, and I can open up all of my plentiful amount of windows and get cross drafts in here. Now that you'll see here, I had a plan when I put this window in the bathroom. What I've got the kitchen window, and almost right across from it is the bathroom window. And what I can do on a hot day when I want fresh air flow, open the bathroom door, and it's going to open this way so that the air can flow through the house. So that was how I intended that when I designed this. And yeah, if it's just me alone here, it won't matter if I have the bathroom door open. Actually, the bathroom door has to stay open always, because the cat litter and the cat litter box goes in there, and she has to have access. So I usually keep the door cracked anyway for her, regardless. Would be sort of cool if I put a little cat access panel in the bottom there, though. That'd be funny. Anyway, I gotta head into town. Batteries are charging up, or battery is charging up nicely. My single battery, and we used it heavily last night with the LED light that I have here. By the way, if you just Google, I think it was 300 LED light or something like that, string light, rope light, you'll find these. And I look for the ones that are 99 cents with free shipping and 0 bids, and I bid on a bunch of them, and I win 1 or 2. That's how I got them. So, off to town. I've had trouble with the tar tape sticking to tar paper, which is strange because tar on tar you would think would work, but if you watch here, it peels right back off because the tar paper flexes and gets these bumps in it, and the tar tape can't follow with that flexing. So it's all coming off everywhere. It's quite It's been worrying me a lot. So as you can see, I stopped taping around the windows. Although, all the videos and all the advice and all the websites I've studied have said, tape, use window flashing tape around the windows. And a lot of people use tar paper. But nowhere do I find anybody with troubles getting the tape to stick to tar paper. And I know I'm not the only one in the world with this trouble, but I couldn't find any reference to it anywhere. So I came up with my own solution. No water is going to get behind that. I've used pallet wood, which I'm going to use as furring strips all over the outside of the house anyway. I used chunks of pallet wood and screwed it on tight to the house all the way around the window, which will do two things. It's going to help seal that window in place better so it'll never come out. And the other thing is, of course, it's holding the flashing tape tight to the wall. So now the tar paper and the flashing tape is tight to the sheathing here. So there's nothing going to be getting behind that now. There's no way. And now this is a good surface. I can now use flashing tape on the edge of the window and over the board as an extra precaution. I am not taking any risks when it comes to sealing off my windows with this house. So I'm going to use every precaution I can for sealing this. Probably overkill, but my whole house is overkill, the way you've seen. But you know, it's my home, so I'm going to make it right. So anyway, it's not the prettiest thing in the world now, but that's going to be covered with siding soon enough anyway, and it works. So now I can continue on. Of course, the tar tape around the door frame was fine because it was sticking to the plywood sheathing, but the tar paper just sort of lays over top of that, so water could get in behind right now, and that worries me. So now I can take and use my tar tape and seal around the doorway, and then put the wood, pallet wood, around that to make sure it never peels up. Because the flashing tape is fine when it's stuck, but when it's peeling up is what it causes a problem. So, sorry, my camera tripod broke, so it has a little wobble in it now. It's annoying, but anyway. That'll take care of that problem right there. So I'm going to continue on with taping off all my windows and screwing on the pallet wood, and eventually the whole house will be covered with it. Alright, you just hold that camera out on the birds. Come here. You ready? Just watch. Hey John.
What?
Want to see a chicken stampede?
Yeah.
Watch this. Birds! One word.
Holy mackerel.
Is that cool or what?
Wow.
One word. They're crazy wild. There you go. That was a special afternoon treat for him. The bugs are not as plentiful, so I decided to give him some more today.
Only took one word.
One word. Did you see him come stampeding?
You didn't have to tell.
Get my hammer. Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. Can't find the studs. I put the wall up without looking where the studs were. Oh, to the right of that. Found it. John has left the scene. I'm barely visible back there. I'll show you what's going on. John is finishing up the insulation up here in this wall and doing a very fine job of it. This top row. And he's now cutting furring strips so we can finish the radiant foil here. And in the meantime, I have been cleaning up OSB sheets to put in the kitchen. So this is going to be closed off permanently finally, and there will only be paneling done after the cabinets are up and around and in between the cabinets, as I keep saying. And then I've got pieces of wood, lumber I'm going to be putting up in there and closing that off as well. So the kitchen is coming together, and it's very roomy, honestly. I like when a plan comes together well. I'm going to show you here. There's plenty of room to walk here. See, when I'm standing here, you can see there's a lot of space between me and the other wall here. See, I can actually take a step and a half between wall to wall. So when I'm working at the countertop, there's actually a lot of room behind me. So I can put up a spice rack or a little storage up here and it won't bother me at all. And there's enough headroom. It's great. I really am happy here with this. Really good. We are protecting the house from mind readers and aliens. This will now be a safe house.
Oh boy. You're not going to need heat. Nothing's going to get through the walls.
Yeah, John said I won't need any heat, and I was laughing. I said, well, all I need is 2 more cats, and we'll be...
All should be
enough heat in here, right? Just breathe and I'll heat this place up. Alright, I'm going to overlap a little up here, because you're going to come down. Yeah, there's plenty of space, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be fun, because I've got to pull that tight up there. Oh, I can go into the loft. Ah, there's a spider nest already. Yuck! Ah! And everybody knows why I love spiders and bugs in my house. It working? It does not.
Okay.
Well, can you do it with your...
What happened?
Don't shoot yourself.
What the heck?
Don't shoot me. Here, go ahead and do what you gotta do.
Wow. There it is.
Is that those staples that you bought last? time?
No, I didn't buy, these are 9/16. I know I didn't buy 9/16.
Yours doesn't like the 9/16s, and mine doesn't like the ones that you got. Isn't that weird?
See, the 9/16s, I think they're too long.
No, that's what I've been using.
And it works?
Yeah, it works for me in my stapler.
Here, try this.
Alright, you got it?
Uh-huh.
Alright, I just gotta get this line done. Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna come down to here. Alright, actually, let me run a staple up here. Tight.
Get that metal plate. There you go.
Oh, right. Good point. That one held. Alright, I think... alright, let me get your knife. Or my knife. Your knife.
Sharp edge.
Okay, that works nicely. Because that's the edge there. Okay, that'll be the edge. I'll cut that off later. So this comes around nice and tight. Okay, now you're going to have to pull that tight. And what I'm going to do is go over
The loft.
into the loft in a minute here. Is that the edge there? Yep. And I'll go to the loft.
You need the knife?
I should take the knife just to be safe, thank you. And I'm gonna shut off the camera because it's gonna take me a minute to go and take my shoes off. Because this is a shoe-free zone. I hear people talking about that. Well, that went very well. So we've got that done. We've got to put a piece in here yet, down below, and that'll be it for there. John's just trimming around the window while I was coming downstairs. And we're going to have a nice cozy place here. So that'll be ready for furring strips tomorrow, and then not tomorrow, Monday, I'll be doing furring strips on this and then paneling. John finished this beam for me today while I was out working on the OSB. So this is now a double, and it's nailed, it's glued and screwed to the wall and to each other, and goes down here, stops right there, one piece, and the other goes down here, and then that is going to be covered with the pallet wood to make it a decorative beam. Along all the way across there, and then all the way down along that back wall. So now I've got a really cool beam that I wanted. So we're making a windowsill out of an ugly old dirty piece of lumber. So if you hold that, please, while I shave it. Oops, I said shave.
Don't say shame.
They got me on that one in the last video. 45, right?
45.
Alright. It's hard. That is hard lumber.
Whoa, you got right
You
in the
wish
middle
you
of
were
that.
not too. Alright. Gonna pause the camera, we'll take that inside, and we'll make sure we got our length right before we plane it down. Wow. This isn't screwed on or anything yet, people, but look here. John's holding it in place. Look what we have done. Using the table saw and junk lumber, we've made a frame to cover in the gaps and the holes around and fill in the space here and fill into the edge of the window. We've made a piece that fit in up here, okay, and a piece over here, and everything fits in nice. And then we're going to make a trim piece that goes out on the edge here to cover all of that, all right? But look at that sill plate.
That's thick.
That windowsill, yeah, that is a slab of oak. I wondered why it was cutting hard and plain and hard. Look at that. Everything fits tight. Yep. What do you think, John? How do you feel about this?
It's better than I thought.
Oh, this looks good. That's a slab of oak. Now, if I think we have enough of that left, I'm pretty sure we can do another one for the other window in the living room. We'll have oak, matching oak windowsills. That looks amazing, doesn't it?
You could sit on that.
Well, yeah, when you're done. And it matches, see the texture of the walls? Oh, look at the lines.
All the lines.
Look at the lines. Look at the lines. Look at that. Look at that.
No
and that's
way.
without leveling or anything.
Yeah.
The lines of the wall lined up with the window. Oh, I'm so happy for
You
that.
better stop now.
It worked out by chance. That looks good, John. I can't wait to get the trim on there. But you know what? That'll be another day, because right now we're losing light. It looks good though, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, so for now what we're going to do is we're just going to screw these in, and then I'll sand that up later. I'm going to sand it really nice and smooth. But look at the texture and the color and the character in there with the old lines and the old cracks and the knots. Think it looks good, John?
That's great. It's not even sanded yet.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be nice. Alright, well, that's it from the Do-It-Yourself World, the Off-Grid Project, and John.
And me. Yeah.